On July 20, 1969, Neil Armstrong took mankind's first steps on the moon, but a staggering amount of people still don't believe it really happened. Some 52% of Brits think that the Apollo 11 moon landing was faked, even though it was broadcast live on television, according to a survey carried out on behalf of online mobile retailer E2Save. Those aged 25 to 34 were the most skeptical, with 73% considering the historic lunar mission to be an elaborate hoax. Those over 55, who are old enough to remember the revolutionary event taking place, were much less doubtful, with only 38% believing the mission to have been faked. A total of 12 astronauts have walked on the moon, across 6 successful moon landings that started with Apollo 11 in 1969 and ended with Apollo 17 in 1972. Despite a great deal of evidence including photos, video footage, spacecraft, moon rock samples and technological advancements associated with the missions, many believe that it was all faked. Conspiracy theorists cite a number of reasons for believing that the landings were staged, ranging from the way that the American flag flies after being planted on the lunar surface, and the fact that there are no stars visible in the photos taken by the astronauts. Every one of these has been swiftly debunked by scientists. The anniversary of NASA's historic moon landing tends to be a busy time for conspiracy theorists, and last year Professor Brian Cox and Apollo veteran Buzz Aldrin slammed Twitter trolls who questioned whether the mission was genuine. Aldrin pointed out that if the American Space Agency's accomplishments had been faked, it would have been exposed by the Russians by now. NASA was involved in a heated space race with the Soviets after Yuri Gagarin beat Alan Shepard to become the first human in space in 1961. While a huge portion of the survey's respondents insist that mankind has never walked on the moon, nearly a quarter believe that aliens exist. The skepticism does not end with the moon landings, with a surprising 64% claiming that they do not believe that dinosaurs ever roamed the Earth, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. While the existence of dinosaurs and moon missions are labeled far too outlandish to accept by many, some 30% believe in ghosts and 12% believe in witches and wizards. Some 10% are convinced that the Loch Ness Monster existed, while 5% think that dragons are real. While the results of the survey carried out by Tomek Vršić may be surprising, the sample size was relatively small, comprising 1,003 Brits, aged 18 and over.